Okay, stay. Alright. Bathroom. This is the Nikko Osaka Hotel. It was quite frustrating to get here with all the change of the metro and all that stuff. Quite a tiny room. We got a standard bed. Gave us some sheets. I mean, not sheets. What is it? Pajamas. And we're...
So first night in Osaka, it was very stressful to get to a hotel, getting onto the metro and figuring all that out. And then we finally found a hotel. And then we settled in our hotel and we got some food. And this was actually really good ramen. And then we headed off to the Universal Studios early in the morning. We got a taxi to Universal Studios. Alright, so with all this planning, so we were originally going to take the train, and then it was too complicated. We had to switch too many trains, so then we were like, oh, let's Uber, and then the taxi was cheaper than the Uber, so we ended up hopping on a taxi instead. And we made sure we arrived really early because we wanted tickets to get into Mario, and thankfully we were there early enough, so we just went to Jurassic World, and then we were able to get into Mario right after. I honestly really love all the little decorations here at Universal Studios. There was just so much details, and especially in this Despicable Me little area, it's so cute. And then we were finally able to get into Nintendo World. It's a lottery ticket system thing, and it's really competitive, but I'm just glad we were able to get in. We had a great time. Everything was so cool.
Yeah, it just reminded me of Mario Kart for sure. And that's a wrap! The baby's feet hurt too much, right?
And then we headed down to Downtown Buri to try a lot of food. We got the Wagyu as well. It was the first stop in Japan, so we definitely wanted to try the Wagyu. And honestly, I think we really enjoyed this Wagyu. It was different from all the other places.
Thank you!
But yeah, it was like a must-stop kind of thing. So we stopped here, and then we headed off on a train to our next location.
Alright, our room in Kyoto, and the rooms just get smaller and smaller, right? Yeah. How was your trip today?
Oh, that was rough.
It's amazing. Yeah, it literally does get smaller and smaller. Oh, it's a door. It's like we're in a cruise or something. Okay.
Alright, so then we settled into a hotel and we got dinner. We just went by to a local kind of shop and restaurant. So we found this little sushi place and I'm like, oh, we have to go eat sushi. So here we are. It was not like an omasake thing, but honestly it felt like it because he prepared the sushi right in front of us and everything was so fresh and it was such an enjoyable experience and I loved it so much. So my husband was not able to eat any fish or seafood, which is very unfortunate, but I enjoyed it for him and it was truly amazing. I would say I really enjoyed the food in Kyoto, and if you're in the area, I do recommend just trying little random restaurants or little shops around your hotel or something, because those are the most and the best hidden gems that you don't hear about on social media. And what I whispered was, and yeah, they serve fresh wasabi, and it was so good. It was so clearing. But yeah, here my husband just had the cucumber roll, and then he wanted to eat ramen, so here we are at the ramen shop afterwards, and he really enjoyed this ramen place, honestly, too. I think he actually enjoyed the one in Osaka a lot more than this one, but ramen here you cannot go wrong with, and it's really good. So I would say eat as much ramen as you can, and it does taste different from American ramen and so much better than the packet ramen. So there were so many beautiful places in Kyoto that we wanted to go through all of it, but our time was really short, so then we had to narrow it down. So here we are at the Fushimi Inari Taisha, and sorry if I butchered this, but yeah, it was a shrine, and we spent like a good few hours here, and it was really beautiful and breathtaking. I would say as we walked up the shrine, it was getting kind of eerie and we felt a little uncomfortable, so we didn't go all the way up, but it was a really cool experience overall. And then here we are eating some more. So yeah, basically when we travel, we just do a lot of eating, as you can tell. Alright, so as you can see here, I was eating oysters, and then we got the Wagyu steak, and then this is like their little, it's like a really popular thing. It's like a raindrop kind of thing. So we got this in matcha, and overall we had just had so much matcha too. And then we also went to this little restaurant that was highly recommended, and this little square matcha cake is actually really good. So we have matcha here too. And here we are eating udon, and this place, I think it's like a chain restaurant, but it's so good, just how they made it, and overall very little broth, but I don't know, overall it was just really good. I think it's like a fast food kind of udon place, but it's so good. I recommend it. And then here we are to our next stop. We're on our way to Tokyo, and as you can see, we actually don't spend a lot of time, like probably 1 day or 2 days in one area, and then we're just on the go because we had such limited time. But we took the bullet train to Tokyo, and of course we had to get bento boxes. And then I would say don't even stress about like going to a specific place to get bento boxes, because at the train station there's so many bento boxes everywhere.
Last stop, Tokyo, Japan. And this is, yeah, like I said, rooms just get smaller and smaller.
And for real, it's crazy how small these rooms get, especially when you look to our Korea videos and how big those hotel rooms are. It was just really, really small in Japan here. But here we are in Tokyo, and we stayed in the Ginza area. First stop, Akihabara.
Oh, you want me to take a picture of you?
My husband's most recommended place, and I kid you not, we were literally here for 3 times in a short trip because my husband wanted to look at toys and he wanted to gift his siblings stuff here too. So we were here like 3 times, I kid you not. Oh my gosh, and this is the highlight of our Japan trip. So we went to Tonkatsu Narikura to have the pork cutlet, and this was honestly the best thing ever. The wait line was super long, but it's very well worth it. I highly recommend it, like 10 out of 10. This is my favorite thing we had in Japan. Alright, and this is the next day, and of course we had to also try this. I think it's like soy noodles. I forgot exactly what it's called, and it was next to our hotel, so it was like, oh, let's give it a try. Also recommended thing. We didn't fully like it, but it was just more for the taste testing experience for us, and it wasn't bad. Alright, so the next morning we stopped by the Ginza Fish Market in the morning, and there's so much fish, so much fresh seafood and fish overall, and so much food all over. So I definitely recommend you giving this a try. I love the fish tuna the most, and I would recommend getting all grades. And we actually try to get here pretty early so we could beat the rush. And this is a little bit later in the afternoon, or not in the afternoon, but later in the morning. There was a lot of people now. And then this was us waiting in line to get the A5 Wagyu, and I highly recommend. It is really expensive, but it's worth it. It looks dry, but it's really good. Alright, so after the market, I went to Shibuya. So this is the Shibuya crossing. I wanted to get an Outlook, but then it's like costly and all that stuff. So then we ended up just going to a restaurant and eating ramen. And look at this. They had such a great view. The ramen here was actually really good too. Yes, and usually I don't eat this much ramen. But I love the view. I'm just glad we were just here to at least enjoy the view. And then after this, we also quick stopped for another quick bite, pizza. And then we did Mario Karting through Shibuya, or I guess just karting through Shibuya. So it's actually pretty easy to get an international license. You just go to AAA, just give them passport photos, and that is basically it. And I am complying with the rules. They just say as long as we're parked, we can use our phones, but please don't use our phones while we're actually driving. So we are stopped at a light, so that's why I have the phone on. And then we just did a little bit more shopping in Tokyo here. Not all videos and experiences were recorded. Like we went to Don Quixote, amazing. Give that a try. This is Ginza. I also went to like a secondhand luxury store and I got a few things for myself. And here we are boarding a plane and we're back to America. So until next time, thanks for watching. Bye!